Now we have tried the foods across 8 different provinces in China, and it is time to see what the Uyghurs can bring to the table. After having a day of wandering about the streets yesterday, we are so excited to get dug in today. The smells are absolutely incredible. Everything looks so different to what we've saw before, so let's get into it.
So we are starting right in the centre of the ancient city, right on the main street, and have a look, there is just food in every single direction. The smells on this street are just unreal. So let's pick something. What are we going to go for first?
I don't know, I think we should try that dish that's been recommended. Is it Pakba?
Palak?
Palak? Yeah, I think we should try and find that. It looks absolutely insane.
Now here is the Palak. Look at the size of the massive area this is cooked in. I don't even know what you call this. Is it a pan?
How much meat's in this? This is insane. No, this doesn't look like Chinese food, does it?
Not at all. But you'll see, oh, there's like dried fruit, there's berries, there's everything in with this rice and huge big chunks of meat. Hello.
Can we try one?
21.
21? Yeah, that's good. Can we have? Yeah? Yes. We would like to eat.
Okay. Big scoop of that rice to start off with. There we go, and that's a good bit of meat. Oh, 2 bits. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at the amount of colours on that plate of food. Thank you very much.
This dish actually looks very similar to something that we have tried back in Glasgow in an Afghani restaurant. It was called Kabuli rice. Now, could be quite a crossover here because we are currently very close to Afghanistan, and you can see the sort of vegetables, dates and things that are used in this. Not something you would see in traditional Chinese food, so I am so excited to try something completely different and new. Let's try this rice. We've got some carrot and looks like raisins or dried dates in this. Wow. I'm going to use Alan's word. That is outrageous. All the different flavours, textures. It's got quite an oily texture, but it works very well because all the seasoning is just sticking to the rice, and then you get that little pop of the sweetness from these dates, which is just absolutely incredible. Wow, Alan, we are in for a treat today.
Okay, so that was absolute torture watching Shannon eat this before me, but she went for the rice. I'll get a lovely good chunk of this meat. Have a look here at this lamb. Just look at, oh my gosh, the smell. I wish you could honestly smell what we are smelling. It's so fruity. Oh my god. Wow, that is one of the most tenderest meats I have ever had in my life. Have a look. Just look how easily it all just breaks apart with 2 spoons. Not even a knife is needed. Oh my goodness. I'm just going for another bit, Shannon. You're just going to have to wait here. I'm so sorry. Oh, just look at that. Oh my goodness. I've had 2 mouthfuls of that, and I'm going to say, hands down, that is the best dish I have had on this entire 10-month trip. That is out of this world. I cannot believe the flavours in that. As Shannon said, the rice is a little bit oily, but it does sort of break up because there is a lot of rice, and sometimes rice can be really stodgy and dry. You'll see it's just got that kind of waxy tinge to it. Oh my gosh. It's like sweet and savoury mixed together. Ah, do you know what? I want to just end this food tour just now and just sit here all day and get plate after plate after plate of this. This is just unreal, my goodness.
Meal 1 done, and I think we made a really bad mistake there. That was absolutely incredible, so I don't actually know how we're going to be able to top that. But this street just goes on and on and on, so let's go.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, I got him. Nice work.
Touch him. Oh, he's so soft. Oh, these wines are gorgeous.
Oh, it's so cute.
Next up, we're going to try these sort of clay pots. They're bubbling away with meat, vegetables, I'm guessing some herbs and spices. Looks very, very interesting.
We have absolutely no idea what this is, what it's called, what's in it. There's bits of yellow, there's orange, I think there's all sorts of colours in here, so shall we try one?
Let's do it.
Can we try one of these? Yes. Okay, thank you.
What meat is inside? Is it lamb?
Lamb.
Lamb, yeah,
Oh.
okay. Nice.
Also, he's making ours fresh right here. Look, he's taking water. Just look at all these sizzling away.
That is some pan. Look at the size of that.
Now, the temperature today is not on our side. It's 36 degrees here in Kashgar. Not the kind of temperature you want to be eating lots of food in, but oh, here we go. In goes the meat. That is a huge chunk.
Oh my goodness.
Huge chunks of meat.
More water.
Just look at the size of the chunks of lamb he's put in these 3 little clay pots.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think today is going to be an absolute carnivore day. Everything here is just meat, meat, meat. Everywhere you look, every stand is just full of meat. You can see here, they're slicing up these huge chunks of meat over here. And he just splits the bone in half so it fits inside these little pots.
Wait, inside?
Inside, okay. See you, thank you. So here it is here, steaming away. I think we'll need to leave it a couple of minutes, but it looks like there's like coriander, bits of onion all broken up in there.
So glad that the restaurant we have chose to try this dish has a seating area inside, and just look how amazingly this is decorated. We've got nice hand painting on the wall and all these gorgeous colourful chandeliers, and the best part, we have this massive AC unit right beside us. We're just waiting for that to cool down because it is still absolutely boiling, but take a look at this. You can order a sheep's head and it would cost you £15. How would you like to try that, Alan?
Not entirely sure I'm brave enough to go for the full sheep's head quite yet. Looks a little bit terrifying, doesn't it? So we'll stick to our little clay pot of lamb. Oh my god. I cannot wait to dig into this. And just have a look at the colour of the broth that it's turned, because look, you remember that the guy just put water in it, and you'll see just how much the colour has changed with all those herbs and spices that he put in. Just a couple more minutes until this is going to be an okay temperature to eat, that I could dive into this, but I've learned my lesson too many times before. Do not eat food when it's piping hot. Burnt my mouth when we were doing a street food video in Yunnan, so we'll not do that again today. We're getting far too impatient. I am not waiting on this cooling down. This is absolute torture. It's sitting right here in front of us, so I am going to take a fair chunk of it out and I'm going to put it in this little bowl to cool. And just look how tender that meat is, just falls apart. I'm just going to go for it, I don't care. Have a look at that. Is this going to top what we started with today? I don't know. Oh my goodness. That honestly just breaks apart in your mouth into little flakes. Just look at how tender that is. It just breaks apart with no pressure at all. My god. Oh my god, the flavour of lamb is ridiculous, and there's such a massive flavour of this coriander that's in it as well. But you can just tell that meat is so fresh. You even seen the guy outside cutting it, they probably just got that delivered this morning. So you don't need to worry about getting stale meat here or stuff that's been from last night. You see how busy it is in here, that just shows how quickly the food goes out. And you can see why it just tastes this good. And there's so much meat in here, look. There's big bits of carrot inside. We have absolutely everything. I'm going to leave it to cool for another little bit because the bit that I tried was absolutely boiling, but man, I'm going to use the word again, that's outrageous.
Before me and Alan started travelling, we only ate meat that was pre-cut off the bone, and since travelling we've been encouraged to try new things. And take a look at this. This would look very unappealing to most people, but now travelling we know that this is the best part. of the meat. It's so tender, it's juicy, it's where all the flavour lies. So yeah, that's one thing that travelling has taught us. Have an open mind and just try things at least once, because you'll surprise yourself. My turn to try it. We've got some of the lamb here and some coriander and this lovely juice that has been bubbling away in. Wow. Considering we're eating lamb again, it tastes completely different to the lamb that we just ate. I actually think it's probably a different part of the lamb, just because of the way it looks. The part that we had previously kind of looked like it was maybe like a leg or something like this, and the way that he was putting the meat in this dish more looked like the ribs. You saw the guy cutting up the ribs as well, so it's incredible that it can taste so different. And just looking at this, there's not much flavouring in it. You saw that the man just put water in, and we've only got coriander, onion, potato and carrot. It's all just natural flavours, and as that's been bubbling away for so long, it's just oozing out into this soup along with the lamb. So it's different to try things like this, because sometimes it's easy to just pack with flavour, so it's really nice to eat something that's just natural ingredients. And one thing that really stands out is the quality of the meat. You really taste that lamb, especially in the soup, and the way that it's just breaking off this bone. Every time I'm lifting it up, more and more is just falling off, so you know that you're getting good quality when it's just breaking off like that.
And just as Shannon said, when you pick up every bit of meat, it breaks off. And just look at this little soup broth now, there's just so many chunks. Oh, there's another bit at the bottom. So many chunks of meat in this. Now, we said it was going to be difficult to follow up the dish that we had first, and I think we have done a fine job of that. Oh, wow. It's such an obscure flavour lamb has compared to every other type of meat. It's so different to beef, chicken, pork, anything else. It's such a different flavour. It is just out of this world.
Why don't you just pick that up, Alan?
Are you filming me?
These dishes really don't look like much sitting here, but when you eat it, wow, it absolutely blows you away. The flavour just in that tiny pot is incredible. What are you rating the first two so far, Alan?
Oh, first two. First one 10 out of 10, second one 10 out of 10.
Oh, starting high.
Absolutely. Now, what's up next? More meat, hopefully.
Thank you so much. It was very good. Bye. Thank you.
So after all that food, I need a little pick-me-up. So we're going to grab a little coffee, and it's a coffee which I have not seen anything like in China. He's going to make it in the sand here. So he's making it in this little container. Now, I'm wondering if it's going to be like a Turkish coffee, which is quite gritty and heavy. The sand is hot?
Yes.
Very hot?
Yeah.
Well, you can see the steam starting to come out of this. Oh, it's impressive, isn't it? Oh, you can see it's starting to rise up. And that must mean the coffee's ready. Because look, you'll see it'll start to rise. Oh, look there, it's bubbling up. Oh, that is cool, isn't it? Thank you very much. Now, you'll see sand pits like this in countries such as India, Bangladesh, places like that, and they actually use sand to fry food in because the sand is so hot, so they put like nuts, they put other things in it. The sand just fries the food without any oil, and they just shake it off and it all comes off at the end. So it's a similar process here with the coffee. So just look at the texture in this coffee, it almost looks like chocolate. It is exactly how I expected it to be, like a Turkish coffee or an Arabic coffee. Very thick, very gritty, and it's going to be very strong. I'm not actually looking forward to drinking this in the heat, but they say that hot drinks in hot climates cool you down, but I think coffee has the opposite effect because it makes your heart rate increase, so this might not work, but we'll give it a try. It smells very strong. Oh, my goodness. That is a very, very, very strong coffee. I think I'll be tasting that all night tonight. Deary me. See if you can see the texture on top of it in the light.
It's like sticking to the side of the cup here.
And I'll show you at the end, and you'll see there'll be like a little pile of coffee grit right at the bottom of the cup. We'll show you that once I've got to the bottom of this one. And I'm a little bit jealous of Shannon, who's waiting for a nice refreshing iced Americano, which I'm just going to steal a bit of.
Does it taste different?
Completely different. So have a look at what's left in this coffee cup. You just cannot drink the bottom of these coffees. Look. See, it just sticks to the bottom of that cup, and even like the bottom there is just so gritty, so you cannot drink the end of that. But that's how coffees are served in this part of the world. And I can say my heart is absolutely thundering right now. That is one strong coffee that's going to set us up for the next half of this food tour.
Probably the strangest content you're going to see today, but we've just walked by this rubbish bag, and on the front of it is our local supermarket back in the UK. Look at this. Morrison's.
More reasons to shop at Morrison's.
We used to have the exact same bag, except the colour was yellow. That is so mental.
How on earth is a Morrison's poly bag ended up all the way out here in Kashgar? Man, that is some journey. That's crazy. That's where we went for a lunch at school. That's where we do our local shopping.
That is mental.
So the young boys are actually using this as a basketball hoop, so you get the ball through here. Gotta get creative sometimes, don't you?
I know, I like it. I had to go for a quick 30-minute walk to walk off some of that delicious food, but we're ready for round 3. So let's go.
So for the first time in Asia we have spotted chickpeas. Now chickpeas come from the Middle East and we cannot go by these here without giving them a try. I'm not sure how chickpea and noodles is going to go. Not sure it's going to hold all together, but we'll soon find out.
Whoa, thank you. I have to say, I was standing here and I could get a good smell of this. It smells so buttery. Look how fluffy that is. Oh my god. Oh, that's a very unique flavour. It's not like vanilla ice cream. I wonder if that's a different animal milk used. I'll give it a shot.
Maybe camel's milk or something. Oh yeah, it is. It's very like, sweet and nutty. Is it better than Mishui?
No.
We can't be cheating on Mishui, but that's bloody good.
I don't know. Like this?
This?
Maybe you want to take it away, right?
No, we can eat it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So there's 4 different types of noodles in this one, 5 different types of noodles in this one, oh my goodness. And a nice handful of chickpeas.
Wow.
Over the top. Nice grated cucumber and a nice spoonful. Dressing over the top. Wow, that looks like a very interesting bowl of food we've got coming our way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that is a colourful bowl of food. I do not want this on my white t-shirt.
This is a very messy dish, and I'm sitting about a foot above from the table, so hopefully I don't spill this over me. But just look at all the colours we've got on in here. We've got bright red, fresh coriander, cucumber, and as Alan said, 5 different types of noodles. I'm going to try, but I'm just going to go for it. This is just going to be messy.
It's the only way to do it.
Here we go. That is lovely. And of course the chickpeas. Very strange, we've got all these different textures, flavours, and it's a cold dish which is actually really nice. We've got these thin egg noodles, we've got these sort of gooey ones, we've got the crunchy texture of the chickpeas, the fresh flavour from this chilli and coriander, and mix it all together. You have a really fresh, and fragrant dish. I mean, just look at that. That is incredible. I'm not sure what this is. That's pretty strange, very white texture. Don't know if this is classed as a noodle or what. Same sort of texture as tofu skin, it's got a bite to it. So yeah, really interesting dish. Surprised that it actually all goes together.
Right, let's go. There is just everything going on inside this bowl. Oh, there's definitely a flavour in that I've not had before. It's sort of like fresh and tangy, a little bit spicy. No idea what that is. Maybe it was the first lately she put almost kind of greyish brownish, or maybe it's that flavour. No idea what that is. Completely different flavour than anything I've ever tried before. And it's so nice to get chickpeas. When we were back in Scotland, I used to eat literally like a tin of these per day. Chickpeas are so healthy, there's so much protein in them. So yeah, it's nice to get something like this that we've not had in such a long time. But yeah, not really sure about this one. It tastes fantastic, but it's just such a different flavour to what I've had before. It's almost like overwhelming. But it is very tasty, and as Shannon said, it's a cold dish, which is nice because you don't want to be eating a hot bowl of noodle soup when it's this hot outside.
Almost has the same sort of flavour as sweet and sour because it has that tangy taste, but it also tastes completely different to sweet and sour. It's quite hard to describe. I think there is a flavour in here that we probably haven't had before, but yeah, absolutely delicious meal and so healthy. I'm actually really surprised that that dish worked because one, you wouldn't think to put chickpeas and noodles together, and two, they're both pretty heavy, like noodles and chickpeas, but the noodles are very freshly made. They also almost have a sort of jelly texture, so it's a very light dish, almost more like a salad. It's not very much like a main course, more like a side dish. Absolutely phenomenal. Love the tanginess, the spiciness, the sweetness of it. Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, that has just left the nicest taste in my mouth, but it's got me thinking, if there's chickpeas in that, that must mean that surely there is hummus somewhere in this little town. So that is our #1 objective. Try and find some hummus. We've not had hummus in a long, long time, so if there's chickpeas, there's got to be hummus.
Alan, you're on your own for this one.
Why?
Look at the size of those eggs.
Oh, come on, you need to try it.
No way.
You have to try it.
You won't get me.
You are trying it.
No.
Yes, you are.
Look.
What kind of animal does this belong to? A duck, maybe? I don't know. Do you have this one, please? I don't know, is this a duck egg? It's massive. And here they all are here.
Oh my god. The device to open it.
Shannon, you look horrified.
Nah, no way.
To be fair, it just looks like a big egg.
There.
Wow. Oh, it's roasting. Land bars.
It's an expensive egg.
Well, the egg of an unknown animal. Cheers. I didn't taste anything there. It's all just, oh. Whatever she put at the top of that is so salty. Almost too salty. My tongue's actually nipping a bit. That's not very nice. I'll try and get a bit underneath, but it's not getting any of the stuff on. It looks like mashed potato inside, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
And the yolk is actually yellowy peach, so you would actually eat this without knowing it. To be fair, it just tastes like an egg, but much bigger.
Is it worth £1?
I don't know, Shannon's worth £1, you tell me right now. You're doing it. Hurry up. Shut your eyes, just shut your eyes.
You always do like the biggest mouthful.
There we go, this is Shannon's bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
What's the matter?
We would have a drink.
Okay, so Shannon, if you haven't noticed, absolutely hates eggs. Well, boiled eggs like this. Look at the absolute size of this. I'm not sure how much more eating I'll be doing after this tonight. It's probably my daily intake of protein in one go. Do you think it's maybe an ostrich egg or something? It's quite difficult to eat with this little plastic spoon. Oh, there's more of that yolk. So you can have a look inside it. I rate that. That's good. Not by a long shot the best thing we've ate today, but bloody tasty. And see, the whole time Shannon's been filming me talking, she has the egg still in her mouth. Just swallow it. Just swallow it. It'll be over once you've swallowed it.
Everyone's watching.
You're causing a scene on the street. Go, 1, 2, 3, swallow.
What animal is this?
你好。现代以后的加工的营养蛋。
Okay, so a little bit of a translation.
Okay, so that translated to now we are talking about the influence of false father-in-law. I do not think that's what the egg is.
Maybe not. I'm going to guess it's an ostrich egg. It's massive.
I think ostrich egg's bigger.
But I'm nearly full eating this. I'm not even halfway through it. Look, there's so much egg inside this.
It's like an egg in a cup.
Aye, anyway, should we get something to wash this down with?
Yes, please.
Let's go. Right, who wants to see Shannon eat that egg?
Not me. Well, after Alan's ruined my day with that horrific egg taste, I think it's time we get a lovely refreshing drink to wash it down. And what better than fresh pomegranate juice? Take a look at this. Isn't that just incredible?
I think you've got to be really strong to use this machine. Do you want to try?
Can I try? I'm not even turning it.
Needs you big strong.
Makes it look effortless.
I was about to say that. Look how easy he makes it look. Oh, and pomegranates in this part of the world, Central Asia and the Middle East, are just the best of the best. So we have to try one of these.
Look at my hands. That was the amount of effort I put into that.
Oh, that protein from those eggs didn't help.
Shut up.
That is as fresh as you're going to get, isn't it?
Can't get fresher than that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you can try first since you made
Give
it.
me it, give me it, give me it. Wow. The nicer is a little bit cooler, but it is so sweet. It has that very earthy taste. It's almost like a syrup. Pomegranate juice isn't really something that we get back in the UK, I think, because it's usually grown in a tropical climate, but I mean, just look at the colour of that. So dark red. It's quite similar to like a red wine. No more egg taste. Last shot. Every single street that we go down is just another opportunity to take a photo. I mean, look at this building right behind me. The bright blue, the white, the yellow, the oranges. It's just breathtaking.
Well, the weather is changing rapidly by the second. Have a look at things now. A storm is coming. It's about to start absolutely bucketing it down. So we're going to try and get the last few things done before we get absolutely drenched. Hey Raz, get a bit of ice that could sink the Titanic. I don't know how that's staying frozen. It is so hot. Bits of sugar syrup I think in here, and I'll get out of the way before I get covered in some sort of ice cream sludge. I have no idea what this is.
Quite the performance for a drink, isn't it? I think you should try it first though.
I quite literally have zero clue what this is. Just caught an eye and walked by when he was tossing it about. And the wind is picking up. We can see, my goodness. I don't know if it's going to be like ice cream or sugary.
What a syrup in it.
Oh my god. Have a look inside it. It's almost kind of similar to yogurt, I would say. Well, I did not expect it like this at all. It's very sweet. You see how much sugar syrup you put in it. But anyway, that is absolutely delicious. Shannon, have a go with this.
Literally right in the middle of this storm now. Yeah, that's nice. When you described it as sour ice cream, I wasn't really sure how that was going to taste. Like, it tastes like natural yogurt. It's just very milky, creamy. Don't think I could drink a full drink of that. It's pretty heavy, but yeah, nice.
Do you know what's very similar to the yak yogurt that we had? So I wonder if that's actually camel milk or something else that we were trying, because I think we had camel ice cream and it had quite a distinctive flavour, so maybe it's the same thing, maybe not.
I think we should hide away from this storm. What do you think?
Okay, let's take shelter.
I'm thinking maybe just this restaurant here.
Why?
I just really look at the interior inside. You know, it's nothing to do with this big massive kebab behind me.
So me and Shannon are about to go for kebab number 23 in 3 days. Yes, you had that right. 23 of these we have had. It's just outrageous. We've left it till last because we've eaten 2 already in our videos here, but have a look at that.
And this is the best stand. We can say that hand on heart. We have tried multiple other stands and this one stands out by a mile.
Look at the huge chunks of chicken. They're just ready to get wrapped up with French fries and toasted and then eaten by us. Oh, I am so excited. Oh, me as well?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Hagen.
When you take one photo, everybody comes for a picture. So here we go. You coming? Thank you very much, cheers.
Save the best till last, and I think Alan completely forgot that we were filming today and he's just tucked right in.
Couldn't help myself. Wow. Can you blame me? Look at that. Unreal. And when it misses and we leave here, these are just... How many is this? Number 24, I think it is. Can't remember now. Too good. What a way to end a fantastic night of eating. Well, the rain is starting, so we are finishing the video. Probably the best day I've eaten I have had in this entire 10-month trip. That was absolutely phenomenal. The first 2 dishes were by a mile the best, but everything added up cost 125 kwai, which is just over £13. Now, back in our country, £13 wouldn't have even got you the first meal that we had. So, money goes a long way here.
That was definitely my favourite food experience we have had in China. Different flavours, different textures. The meat quality was amazing. So yeah, absolutely loved that.